apologize for. Like, oh, I was drunk, so I really didn't mean it. No, I meant it. I may have meant to say it when it originally happened, but I meant it. It's been on my heart and in my spirit, and I just happened to get some liquid courage, and I said what I said. I'm famous for saying I don't like to apologize for the things that I say. So therefore, I try to be very mindful of what comes out of my mouth and how it's taken. Because sometimes I know people be like, oh, you talk people like they're dumb, or I never mean it that way. So I will often apologize for how you perceive what I say, but never for what I say. Because if I said it, I meant it, and it is what it is. And I learned to live with those consequences, because I refuse to make myself sick by holding on to the emotions when I could have just been like, you know what? I feel like, your approach to this situation or how you handle the situation was wrong, and we can move on from there. So that's my 2 cents. Lastly, technology. Oh, I'm a texter. I like emojis. I would rather text people than talk to them unless we're having an issue. If we're having an issue, I would rather pick up the phone and call you or have a sit down with you. Only because a text message, they're going to read it how they feel. I don't care what people say. I don't care how many ways you split it. If I'm pissed off, you could text me saying, I hope you have a good day. I'm be like, oh, you trying to be funny. You trying to be sarcastic. And it could really mean, I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good day. So that's why it's very important. If you have an issue where you and that person been arguing back and forth, pick up the phone, say, hey, let me talk to you for a second, or text them and say, hey, this is, this is not a text-worthy conversation. I need to see you. I need to talk to you so we can figure out what's going on. That's also a missing gap. Social media, to me, is not a place where you air your grievances, or that's not how you communicate what's going on in your life or to other people, like the subliminal posts or the DMs or the messaging. No. If I have an issue with you, if we need to talk about something, even if I like you, I'm attracted to you, then let's have a conversation. I mean, we have to get back to having a conversation. That's the only way things are going to get better within communities, because people don't talk no more. They rather text you, or, hey, girl, I'm going through this. I'm going to text you and let you know what's going on. Nah, because I could read that 1,000 different ways when you text me. But if you have a conversation with me, you put my mind at ease, we can help each other heal or move on or whatever we need to do from that situation. So that's why it's very important to communicate. Guys, I don't really have a lot of time left, so I'm going to ask a couple of questions. Well, I asked a couple of questions, and I'm going to just read my general answer. The first question that I asked was, how important is communication within a relationship? A couple of people responded back and say, it's vital. If you don't communicate, then your relationship can crumble. I was told that lack of communication is why the divorce rate is so high. I would have to agree. Within a relationship, especially with your companion, if you don't communicate, then it's not a relationship. You're just two people coexisting in a home, or coexisting in a relation, not even a relationship. You're just coexisting, period, within the same space. Communication grows relationships. If I could talk to you about anything, then it makes me more comfortable. I trust you more. It strengthens that foundation. So, to me, yes, communication is vital within the relationship. The second question that I was actually asked was, how do you communicate with somebody that's always combative? Don't become combative. I think sometimes we have this meet you at your level type of mentality. Like, if you're yelling at me and I'm yelling at you, then we're just two people yelling at each other and nobody's really listening. I feel like the only way that you can kind of control the situation when somebody is like upset or yelling, cursing, is to remain calm. If you remain calm, understand that they may be going through something, trying to just relax, and don't meet them where they are. Once they realize that you're not meeting them where they are, they will gradually come down, and the conversation could be more manageable and more controlled. That's my personal opinion. That's how I handle things on a customer. And I learned that by working customer service, because if you ever been in a customer service situation, you get yelled at. And if you yelling and they yelling, it's still a situation there, but it's not being resolved because now both of you guys are upset. Third question that I had put out there was, is it a difference between listening and hearing? I was told no, people don't do neither. I read that yes, it is a difference. Most people hear, they never take the time to listen. I definitely agree. I think we hear things when you hear stuff, you're just there. It's just almost like background noise. I hear you. I heard what you said. It didn't register to me. I wasn't paying attention, but I heard you. I heard you said I'm going to the store. Okay, it didn't register to me that you may have been asking me that I wanted something from the store, or if I need something from the store, or whatever, did I want to go to the store with you? That I'm going to the store could have meant a bunch of different things if I was actually listening to what you were saying. So yeah, it is a difference between listening and hearing. And I think I need people to listen and not listen with the intent to respond, which we often do, like especially when you feel like you got that guard up again and you're defensive, so you're automatically no. Before they can even get it all the way out, you're automatically responding before they even finish their full thought. So you want to make sure that you're actually listening to people and that you're listening without the intent to respond, but with the intent to just hear them out. My life exercise for you guys this week is to actually sit down and have a conversation with at least 3 people. It's 7 days in a week, so that gives you ample opportunity to have a conversation, not a text message, not a group chat, a conversation with anyone. Just a real conversation, and I want you to apply those communication skills. I want you to be open-minded. I want you to respect them. I want you to have empathy. I want you to listen with the intent to listen, to understand where they're coming from. I want you to let down your defenses for a while. I want you to, when you feel a way, to express how you feel healthy. And the only way that you can do that is by learning how to communicate how you feel. Unfortunately, we live in a world that's driven by technology, but even with that, it's always a way to communicate how you feel effectively, without making somebody feel like they're less than, or making yourself feel like you can't express yourself because of the situation. So make sure communication is key, guys. Communication is key. This week, 3 people, conversations. Feel free to hashtag if you want to record it. Talk to me at Coach's Corner. You can add me on Instagram at thecoachdestiny.com. I'm sorry, it's The Coach Destiny on Instagram. Twitter is just at Coach Destiny. Facebook is also The Coach Destiny, if you guys are following me. So for my last few minutes, I do want to say thank you to both old and new followers. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, following me, sharing, updating. I have so many blessed things happening in my life, and I attribute a part of that to my team, because you guys, as much as I empower you, you empower me, and I appreciate that. Also, this month is Women's History Month, so every Wednesday I'm going to do a Women Who Works tribute to local business owners in my area that happen to be female. If you have any female entrepreneurs that you know who you would like to just, nominate so they can be showcased, I'll be more than happy to do that as well. I may have a few giveaways and things throughout the month. I think Women's History Month is needed, and so just make sure that you guys are following me for all my little tidbits, quotes, and cute things that I got going on for the women, because we all know that I believe in women empowerment. Excuse me for the my throat is getting dry. That's all that I have for you guys today. Next week is going to be all about the money, so make sure that you tune in and you have your notebooks and pens handy, because we're going to be talking about finances, savings, and also how to control those urges. Like, impulse shopping, eating out, creating an effective budget. So I have a couple of tips and tips that I've been implementing for the last couple of months that I'm going to share with you guys. So make sure that you tune in for that. Again, it's been my pleasure. I pray peace and prosperity over each and one of your lives and the lives of everyone that you love. I pray that this week is better than your last week, and that the greatness of God continues to cover your life. Thank you, guys.
Today, allow me to it's time to cross over. Today I folded my hands over you, shed a few tears and thank God for you. See, I tried getting love in the past, but I guess He was saving that's for last. Oh God, just show it out. Yes He is, yes He is, yes He is, yes He is. Oh God, just show it out. If you just be faithful. Yes He is, yes He is, yes He is, yes He is. Praising the Lord on a good night. I got Mr. Right in the ring night. I knew He would bless me if I live right, so I'ma sip this tea and get my dress right. Netflix and chill out, ain't it sweet? He'll bless you too if you just believe. We cuddled up like 3 degrees. Look at what the Lord has done for me.
I remember when this song came out and I was like, oh, is this gospel? Can I play this on the church van when we drive up to the guest churches? Because I don't need the saints looking at me like I'm crazy. And come to find out it was gospel and I had everybody hooked on like that.
Yo, give me one for Aretha.
Today I folded my hands over you, shed a few tears and thank God for you. See, I tried getting love in the past, but I guess He was saving.
Saves the best for last.
Oh God, just show it out.
That's the way He does it. Living in life.
Yes He is, yes He is, yes He is, yes He is. Oh God, just show it out.
Show him. Always.
Yes He is, yes He is, yes He is.
All right, now do what you got to say.
I'm Mary, but no, just Mary.
Forrest Gump, church pew and some chocolate. Drippy in my times, I'm so awkward lit. Fairy tales, witching world. Hit the best sea and some witching world. I'm around my world, equating. While we on these doorsteps, newspaper. If you tell your mama I'm a church dude, she'll let me slide through the crib